I think we figured it out. It's possible that we are live now. What do you think?
Why not? Let's just talk. We always do. Just run our mouths and see what happens.
Blah 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 time, right?
I do. No, we are because I just got the notification. It
Oh, oh.
says Ray Dietrich is live. How to scale? Oh, well, I missed it. How to scale your services business?
Yes. Yes. How to scale
Cool.
services. That's like doing stuff for people, right? Like that's what we're talking about here. How to blow up your business, not just network marketers, right?
Oh, before Ray really gets in and starts running through some stuff. So, a lot of marketers out there. Well, first of all, how did we really? Hey, Zach, how did we get into the services business? First of all, because there are some people out there who just strictly focus on services. So they're just providing services. That's their main income stream. As you guys know, hey, what's up, Steven? As you guys know, we do multiple things. So we here's what happened to us. Here's what forced us into the service business. We have so many contacts in the industry. We have contacts in the network marketing space, the affiliate marketing space. We have contacts in the e-commerce space. And so what happened is because of all these contacts, people just started coming to us. Hey man, can you guys do this? Or do you guys do this? Or can you just do this for me? I'll pay you. And it was just it was just kept coming. And we're like, okay, do we really want to dial in and do a services business? Because there's, it's a lot of work involved when you're providing marketers, and also we want to do the very best job that we can do. So, we had to sit down and really think about it. We've always done stuff behind the scenes. We've done this stuff for probably the last 2 or 3 years behind the scenes, just because we didn't want to really blow up and take off and scale, because we do really well with all of our other income streams and profit centers. But we decided it was time, and we really need to sit down, and we launched the online launch team. We put the brand together, and we really said, okay, we want to bring in the services business. So one of our initial core offerings is our Facebook ad service. And when we rolled it out, we did it in just one webinar. We haven't even pushed it that much because
we still went on one webinar, right?
Yeah. We didn't want it to go crazy, but we just started bringing in tons of customers and clients. And so immediately, like the last 6 to 8 weeks, with that core offering, we really had to basically, to get it to where now we can scale it, we basically had to, sit down and put our heads together and it's great to have guys like Ray and Paul, because I'm more I'm the ad guy, I'm the copy guy, I'm the campaign guy, but this has to really be structured in a way that we can handle this. So Ray, talk a little bit let's talk first of all about, just go through the 6 weeks, some of our challenges, some of the things we've learned, because I think this can really help people who are trying to provide services and really scale it.
Yeah, a lot of this will apply to any business you're scaling it. Mostly services, what we're talking about, but it applies across the board. We had a big influx of people coming in, and then we started to identify things we could do better, things that we could speed up the process, right? So putting in processes and knowing your business, it's almost like running an ad for the first time. Like, you don't really know if the market's going to respond a certain way. You don't really know what the points that you could do better are until you put people through it, right? Whether it's an ad or a business or our services funnel. Like, we really came up with the idea. We're like, okay, let's take this out and go to the public with it. We did one webinar and we got flooded. And then we realized, okay, we need a process, because we were just signing people up and then having to connect with them and get all this information and do all these things to get connected with their ad accounts and all of these things that we immediately realized that we could put into a process. And now all of a sudden we have the thank you pages and different forms that they're submitting and answering questions we know they're going to have prior to us getting on the calls with them. Because at first our calls were 45 minutes explaining the entire program. And now we've got our calls down to 10 or 15 minutes because they've already done all these things, in our onboarding process that we've identified that they need. So sometimes, no matter what business it is, you just kind of have to put people through it and then go back and figure out your process, because you can sit around and plan things all you want, but you don't know until you do it. Go ahead, Eric.
Let me say something, Ray, and I'm going to have you keep going on that. Notice something Ray said. Obviously, we knew that we could provide the service really well, right? So we had that. A lot of you guys probably who want to provide services, or you're thinking about providing service, you you probably, if you're going to do that, you probably feel really good about whatever service you're providing, that you can do a great job for that client. Great. The problem is many of you guys are waiting to have everything put together first and perfect. So it's all there. And what did we do, right? We knew we knew we would do a good job and we would do whatever it took to get the client going, but we didn't have all the process. We didn't know where the holes were. We didn't know how to improve the process without just getting it started, right? And that's where people, I see so many people, yeah, I've thought about, and I said, you're really good at this. Maybe you're good at graphics. Maybe you're good at whatever. And I'm like, man, you're really good at this. What, do you ever think about providing the service to other marketers or networkers? Yeah, but I need to get this together and I need to get that together and I need to have this together. And I'm going, that's never going to happen. You know what I mean? Just go get a client or two and figure out how it's going to work and how you're going to interact with them. And then now figure out, okay, this is what they want. This is how the process works. Now I can start implementing these things. So I just wanted to say that, Ray, because a lot of people have concrete on their feet because they're afraid to get started.
Well, it's the getting started, making sure it's perfect, the planning and the mapping. And here's what's going to happen. I promise you, if we take an idea and race it out to the market, we're going to figure out that process very quickly. If you sit around and try to take your idea and plan and draw it out and write your business plans and do all of these things that can have value, what's going to happen is when you put that out to the market, you're still going to change half of it and not know where your holes are in your process, right? So no matter what the situation is, you're going to have those holes to fill. And it's easier just to throw it out there, in an organized way, right? I'm not just saying it's just some sloppy crap, but put up your stuff and just go and figure out how you can make the process better as you go along. The client's not going to suffer. You're going to suffer because you're doing way more work than you need to until you figure out how to streamline it. But that's okay because you need to know your business. You need to know your numbers. You need to be on the inside of that thing completely. It's no different than any other business. You're putting it out. You're testing different things, seeing what works. Maybe you know who your target audience is from the beginning. Maybe you don't. But you're going to find out, right? Like by going through this process and then scaling it, putting these processes in mind. We also, within this service, we realized that there was a gaping hole in our service. And it wasn't really our fault, but the gaping hole was, hey, we had people signing up and getting traffic and tons of qualified, interested people are going on to these ads and showing engagement to our clients. But they did not all of them. Whoa. Well, hopefully I'm still on. Hey, I got kicked off from FaceTime there. Maybe.
You're good. I can see you.
I can't see anything.
I think you're good.
It kicked my screen off, so I'll find that in a
you're
second.
Looking at it on your
and I'll just keep talking.
All right, cool.
So, anyways, there we go. Man, that freaked me out for a second. That all went away. But I don't even know what the hell I was saying, bro. To be honest, that
come on, be live.
Huh?
Well, no. I mean, basically, we're talking about, just taking action. Nothing's perfect. You found the gaping hole at, on, and we're doing these engagement ads, and then we decided now to train them on the best practices to really work with the leads and that sort of thing. That's where you were going.
Yeah, I mean, we figured out that just because we were giving a service that they wanted and they thought that's all they needed, that they needed more because of our process and going through it and going out and putting something to the market fast, we realized that they didn't understand how to go out and connect and how to do the engagement, how to do these things, and how to optimize their chances of winning with all these ads coming in or with all these people coming in. So we said, okay, cool. We'll start focusing on in our onboarding process, we're going to do webinars and train them how to get the best conversions. So our business, this exact services business, the Facebook ad service, it looks totally different than it did 6 weeks ago. But and now it's cranking, and people are getting even better results because now we know how to get them in faster and the training that they were lacking, a lot of them. So it's just
let's talk, Ray, about a couple of big things that we did. I think one of the biggest is we knew a new customer comes in, we do our consult call. Obviously now you built the forms out where we're getting most of the information that we were having to spend 45 minutes on a call to get this information out of someone, that we're getting all that up front through the system. They are being instructed from the front end to do the things we need them to do, so we're able to leverage, get into the ad account, do everything behind the scenes for them. So all the little technical stuff, they kind of know that ahead of time. That way, we were spending 45 minutes drawing all this information out. Then we had to teach them and send them information on now how to go in and do the things we need them to do. So we got our sort of fixed very quickly, right? But then we said, okay, well, wait a minute. We really need help on the back end. We need someone who's going to, because with Facebook ads, it's like, you gotta look at that data. You gotta see what's going on with the ad. How's it performing? How can we improve the ad? Because I think there's a lot of probably services out there where it's just like, okay, your ad's up, rock and roll, good luck. And we want it to be a little bit different. We wanted to be able to look at that ad and make changes on the fly. Maybe we need to change a picture. Maybe we need to change some copy. Maybe we need to redo the audiences and that sort of thing. So we brought on a full-time ads manager to work on the back end. That was 6 weeks in, we realized we needed that. So talk a little bit about that, Ray.
Yeah, it's that whole mentality of scale. We realized that we could do more and we could go faster and be of more service with more people. And when you're bringing someone into your situation, and it doesn't matter what business it is, if you're bringing in somebody, it doesn't matter what you're paying them. Say you're paying them $10,000 a month. If you can make back 11, then you should hire them, right? Like they're gonna make you more. What's up? What's up, Paul? What's up, everyone? I didn't even say that. But hiring
Paul's running the other side of the business.
Well, yeah. Go
ahead, Renee. So I didn't mean to break you up, buddy.
No, it's all good.
Go ahead.
Hiring is like, bringing people in at the right time. Don't be scared of that. Like if they move your business forward and you're making even just a little bit more, but you're taking all that weight off your shoulders of those tasks and it frees you up to go get new business, you're winning. Okay. You're totally winning. And adding different things that hold you back, but you can make more no matter what the scenario is always good. Even if it's $1. Now it's not just $1, right? But don't be afraid to scale. Don't be afraid to take on a VA. VAs have been a massive part of our business for a long time. And especially right now, we're managing teams of VAs for our clients and different things like that. And having an assistant roll in and being able to work the social the way it's supposed to be done on campaigns, or just putting in new content to pages that are growing within Facebook. Handling all that side is huge. If you spend all of your time doing that, you can't go out and do money-making activities as much. But if you're making some money and you can leverage someone's time for a small price to go do those things for you while you go out and make more money, you're in a great situation. So don't be afraid to scale with employees, hiring, growing your team. The more I've grown my team, every single time it's a little bit scary. Every single time you're like, I'm gonna pick up this bill, right? That's how people think. Like, I have to pay this person how much a month? Okay, you're gonna freak out. You have a mini freak out moment. Doesn't matter how much it is. I promise you that happens. But every time I've done it, we've made money. Every time we've put somebody into the mix, we've grown our business bigger, and it's worked out every time. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be nervous about that. Make sure it's the right situation. Just don't.
And big shout out to Mike DeJohn.
What's up?
I'm gonna say big shout out to Mike DeJohn. He's our Facebook ads manager. And the other thing it's done is it's helped us do a better job for our clients. So when we have this firepower in the background, we can do more and we can do it faster. And we just brought on a lady who's dedicated 100% to syndication. So we're actually taking people's now Facebook lives. We have someone in the background downloading that. We have them uploading that to YouTube with a nice pic, doing some SEO optimization on that. Look at me, I sound like I know I'm a baller here. No, I'm talking SEO optimization and all that. But they're doing all that, plus all the rev stuff, all the behind the scenes stuff that Ray does with YouTube that gets this stuff ranked. So now we're since we have this this in place, we can begin to now add services, and as we do, we add outsourcers, and of course we have Mike, who is a beast. You're right, Paul, and Mike can kind of sort of oversee everything that's going on. That's sort of his wheelhouse, and he's good at it. So the other thing, Ray, I think would be good to talk about is is the management software that we use, the tool that we use that you basically got us on, which is Trello. That has made a huge difference in being able to manage on our end. So because once it goes to Mike, we're like, whew, Mike's got those now. So we're like, it's a sigh of relief. But on the front end, we're having to build the copy. We're launching the ads. We're doing all this stuff, and Trello's been huge. That's helped me tremendously as a project management tool. We'll talk a little bit about that because you use that with your e-com business.
Yeah, I started using my e-com business. It's free now. I use it for everything. Honestly, like even my personal stuff. Trello can be a very powerful tool. It's just a great way to have your business completely organized. You don't lose ideas. Everything is there in your face. You can assign it to people on your team, like, and just get a true organization. Like if you were in our Trello, like you could take our Trello and recreate our business literally in like a week because everything we have is all of our copy, all of our funnels, ideas for future funnels. Like we'll get something like, oh, this campaign's awesome, and boom, they're gonna, we'll copy and paste some ad we saw that was awesome, and then we may revisit that 2 months from now, but it's still there in your face on Trello waiting. The workflow for teams. Like we can get in there and like we have one list for our clients of just this service that we're talking about. And I can go in there and like literally just boom, 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 see exactly where we're at and all of our clients in 20 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, because everything's there. All the notes are on the clients. It's like your ultimate CRM project management tool. It's free. If you're not using Trello, go figure it out. It's awesome. And when we have higher level clients come in, we started implementing separate Trello with the client involved on that board so they can see all the action, the moving parts, and we can get this from them, that from them, request a video from them, do whatever. And we started using that about a month ago with clients, and it's been great. There's no better way to, and especially when I was ramping the shirt business hardcore, we used Trello, and man, it was like, 50 designs every couple of days were coming in, and there's a workflow. Like you can build out these workflows, like from idea to submitted to designer. The next board may be, hey, for review. Then it's what's been posted. Ads are going live here. Cut, scale. Like you could have your entire business in all different progressions, all in front of you on your phone, on your computer, wherever you are. It will change your business. Doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're just a network marketer, if that's all you do, I promise you could apply Trello to what you're doing and crush it. So that's the free tip of the day, right? We should have called this free tip Wednesday? I don't know. I don't even know what day it is.
Free tip one. And here's the thing, like, so this services business is actually a full-time business. I mean, it could be something that we scaled and did 100%. So for us to be able to effectively do this, okay, and still manage network marketing companies, still roll out affiliate products, still do e-commerce and all these things, okay? You have to have processes in place, right? You have to have, we have to have trained outsourcers. We have to have these things in place. But here's the cool thing. This is what's so cool. We don't provide any services that we don't already do for all of our existing businesses. So for us, many of you guys out there have gotten really good at something, okay? So that's my first piece of advice. What are you really good at that other people struggle with that would pay you to do that for them, right? That's all we're doing. We're going, okay, yes, we build sales funnels. Yes, we write copy. Yes, we do Facebook ads. Yes, we do this. Yes, we do that. Okay, we're already doing it. The cool thing is we've already tested this stuff because we're already having successful affiliate launches, building network marketing teams. All these things that we're doing, we're already creating cash flow with all those other things. So we're having success. So it's not like we're picking a service out of the sky and all of a sudden we're saying, hey, I'm the YouTube guy and I don't even have a YouTube channel or any videos. I just got a course and now all of a sudden I want to outsource. I want to be the guy that goes and sets up your YouTube stuff. Well, that's a lot of people out there are doing that, quite honestly. So you have to be really careful. This is another thing. If you're going to work with a service provider, I tend to like, if we go work and pay someone to do work for us, we tend to like to work with people who are already using that to make money. Whatever that strategy, whatever that service is, we want to know that, hey, you're already successfully using that because they've done the trial and error work. They've done everything to figure out how to actually use that strategy to work and create a result. That's who you want to be working with. Okay. So that's what allows us to do this. This is what we do anyway. It's like second nature to us. Now we just do it for us, and we do it for all of our awesome clients. So
yeah, it's fun too. I mean, this is, if you find something that you're really good at within your business, whatever you're doing, like in this whole online game, this hustle, right? If you find something that you're really good at, and I promise you, people will pay you to do that. Like there's money to be made in services while you're out building your businesses or growing your e-com company, whatever it is. If you are looking to increase your income and add a new income stream, there's probably something you do really good that people will pay you for. So you have to start thinking about it in those terms, and how can you get money? You know, like how do you get paid for what you do and to help people out with what you know? Promise you, 90% of, more than 90, you know, all of you are an expert in something, and it's just figuring out what you're an expert in and leveraging that to help others and make money while you do it. Simple stuff. But the problem is people get in that planning mode like we were talking about, and they'll spend weeks and months trying to launch this perfect business that they're going to have to go change, 50% of it anyways in a month. So
we may have to set up a new product offering. And because I can sense, right? I have my marketing sense going on right now, my spider sense, that there are some people out there who have the ability to do great work in a particular area, but where they struggle is launching their services because they don't know how to build the pages to or present their service the right way with copy, how to market their services on Facebook, how to set up merchant accounts, what we're doing, how that works, all these sorts of things. So I don't know, maybe something down the road we can offer like a full custom package to help someone launch their services business online, that kind of thing.
I like that. I'm gonna have to put that in Trello for later. Just saying.
Let's get that in Trello, because I guarantee you that is one thing it's true. I know it holds people back, because there are a lot of components involved. You may be really great at providing a specific service, but actually putting the business together where it's online ready, that's a whole nother animal. And we've been able to do that because we've built funnels and run campaigns and we've sold all sorts of different things. So we're just now interjecting the services in to our existing kind of, formulas. But for a lot of people, I can see that being a challenge, Ray.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we're definitely going to have to look at that. I like that idea. See, sometimes when me and Eric just get together and just run our mouths, we come up with some stuff and it ends up something you're going to see here in about a month or so. So that's most likely coming.
Awesome. Hey, that's all I got, Ray.
That's all I got. So, you're going to see an onslaught of lives coming from us soon, or starting really now. We've dedicated ourselves to really crushing it and bringing more content to you guys. So we do have a group. If you want more of this kind of stuff, or we're just kind of getting raw, a little more behind the scenes, real training on what we actually are doing kind of stuff, swing by our group. We'll probably drop a link in here in the comments or whatever, but it's easy to find. Just search Online Launch Team for the group, pop in there. Check the pin post when you get in there. There's some cool stuff that you can download for free, some free training we have in there, and get connected with us a little bit more. So swing by there. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you guys. Thanks everyone who hopped on with us. We'll see you on the next one.
Later.